Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Sorry we couldn't have a live stream earlier today. Generally, we would have a live stream earlier on in UK time, approximately around 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. But today we couldn't. Jet lag has hit hard. Up, just getting tired, man. So hopefully, as I settle down back in Sydney again. Hopefully the jet lag will go away very, very soon and we can get back into normal scheduling. Now, latest in Chelsea news, late yesterday, the squad that is traveling for the USA tour was dropped. As you can see, a lot of X mark on these players. These players are not going. These players are not going, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I want to kind of focus on a little bit. Obviously, we know the players that are going. We can have a list of the players that are going as well, no doubts about that. But we want to specifically talk about the ones that are not going and what's happening to them. One of the most notable ones, obviously we've touched base in regards to Trevor Chalobah, and there are some other big notable names, but one name that really sticks out for me is Omari Kellyman, ladies and gentlemen, who's not going. Now, check this out. If we all remember, 19 million, Omari Kellyman costed, I don't think that's a word, he cost us 19 million when we purchased him from Aston Villa, when we sent Ian Martin over there, and in return, we said to Aston Villa, we're going to do you a favor as well. And we did them a very big favor, 19 million. I believe at that time, the market value for Omari Kellyman, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I saw it on social media, especially on Transfer Market. And I know we shouldn't take Transfer Market as the benchmark, but I think it was somewhere around 1 to 2 million, maybe 2 million. So we ended up paying 19 million for Omari Kellyman, and he's not included in Chelsea's USA pre-season tour, ladies and gentlemen. So it makes you wonder, when you buy a kid, an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, whatever the case is, for 19 million, and he's not part of the USA pre-season tour, what is happening? This kid is not going to be part of the academy. You don't buy 19 million player for the academy. So obviously this is a big shock. What's happening now? The story is apparently, we'll come back to this very, very soon. Kellyman is undergoing rehabilitation program, work at Cobham. I mean, rehabilitation program? I've seen this particular phrase last season several times. It only means when a particular player is injured. Now, is he injured? When did he get injured? This is what I commented yesterday, saying, when did he get injured? And there was just a stack of comments. A lot of people are saying maybe he's not injured, that we've got a loan move lined up for him. A lot of people are also saying that perhaps he was injured prior to Chelsea buying him from Aston Villa. So how did he pass his medical? So I don't know what is happening. And these are the reasons, like 19 million for Omari Kellyman, when, was this necessary? Is this the type of players that is necessary at Chelsea Football Club? And I think this is where certain fans are a little bit disgruntled about the way Chelsea are moving. But at the end of the day, look, we all understand. The model is buy these type of players and then hopefully flip them for double the money. If we can get 40 million for Omari Kellyman or even 30 million for Omari Kellyman down the track, it is a profit. So we can sit here and be upset that, hey, are some of these signings actually necessary? Would you have not rather kept the money and not spend it in a crazy manner on these sort of kids, and kept the money and actually invested on an absolute baller that is more required to basically help compete at the highest level for us? So look, Omari Kellyman, ladies and gentlemen, is not in the squad. Let me know your thoughts about this. Let me know your thoughts about purchasing Omari Kellyman. I don't know much about him. Apparently he played 40-odd minutes in the Premier League last season, and then he's worth 19 million. Now, the other notable absentees in this particular tour, Djorde Petrovic, our goalkeeper, there is some rumors now that he is going to get sold. He is touted not to be someone who fits Enzo Maresca's style. So, yeah, sad to see. Petrovic had a really good breakthrough season last season, but I think we all knew when Enzo Maresca was selected as the new manager that Petrovic's future at Chelsea Football Club, we know his distribution is lacking. And it was always going to be tough. Trevor Chalobah, there's a lot of news we're going to continue on. Look, Trevor Chalobah, information about him being Chelsea not wanting him anymore, wanting the pure profit out of him. This isn't a new news. Like this started from last summer window. So in one side, we can say, okay, yeah, he's been mistreated. He's done everything possible to win a place in the squad. But on the other side, Trevor Chalobah has been given indication for the longest part that he's not in Chelsea's plans at all, and he is going to be sold. So Trevor Chalobah should have been a bit more proactive in order to look out for clubs. But I guess from his perspective, he wanted to fight and get a position at Chelsea Football Club and wanted to show that he's quite capable. And I feel like he did enough to at least get a squad position. But nonetheless, Deivid Washington, he's not going as well. What's the case there? I think we paid big money for Deivid Washington as well. Have no idea what we're doing with this lad. I mean, is he going to continue being in the academy and then continue to develop over there? We paid big money. I'm pretty certain we paid in excess of 10 million or even more for Deivid Washington, and don't know what the future is. Cesare Casadei, he's another one that's not part of this preseason tour. He's most likely going to be sold. David Fofana, we already know. Fabrizio Romano has come out that he's definitely up in the market. So these two players, Casadei and Fofana, we've recently bought them. So you can see the model. It's not about really the development on every single one of these players. It's about creating a revenue stream, and that's what we're doing. Bashir Humphreys, who I thought had a very strong preseason last season, he's another one not part of this preseason tour. So he's going to be looked at being sold or potentially be loaned. Some of these obviously will be potentially loaned or sold. But Bashir Humphreys, another academy player who could, fetch pure profit for us. Alfie Gilchrist, not part of the preseason tour because he's got a loan move lined up potentially in the championship. So we'll see what happens there. And Omari Kellyman. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Let me know your thoughts about the absenteeism on the players that are not going to United States for the tour, preseason tour. Now, these are the players that are actually going. Don't forget, obviously, we've got other key players who participated in Euros and Copa America. They'll join later on in the tour. Breaking Chelsea USA squad, goalkeeper Sanchez, Bettinelli, Beach, Bergstrom. Petrovic, as I said, will be sold. Kepa is also not there. He's got to go as well. Defenders, James, Gusto, Achiampong, who is the youngster that is getting an opportunity. Let's see if this youngster has a future at Chelsea Football Club or he's going to be flipped for profit as well down the track. Fofana, Desasi, Tosin, Buddy Shield, Colwell, Chilwell, Vega. So lots of options there. And don't forget Kukurea to come and join in that mix. Midfielders, Carney, Lavia, Ugochukwu, Keenan Dewsbury Hall, Santos. Santos is a particular player that will go on loan to Strasbourg after this tour. That has been said. And there were some rumors that apparently there's going to be a buy option for Strasbourg, but that's not going to be the case. That is false. He's going to go on the tour. He's going to have the preseason with Chelsea. Then he's going to go off to Strasbourg and then have an entire season on loan over there. Hopefully he absolutely balls out. And then he can be in the mix for Chelsea Football Club next season. I really thought he was probably ready this time around. Ugochukwu is another one that is potentially going to be sold. We've already heard the news from Fabrizio Romano. Either loan or sold, we shall see. Very keen to see Romeo Lavia. And as I said, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo will join. And Conor Gallagher will join soon after, because obviously they've been involved in international duties. Forwards, Jackson, Nkunku, Sterling, Mudryk, Madueke, Broya, George, Tariq George, another youngster. We'll see whether he gets has a future at Chelsea Football Club or not. Mark Gui, Angelo, very, very keen to see Angelo, what is going to happen with him. And of course, overall, very keen to see some of these forward players and see what level of damage we can do under Enzo Maresca. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the playing unit going to the United States tour. And the first match will be tomorrow. I believe the press conference is happening in about 4 hours or so, or no, actually a bit later on, maybe 5 hours or so. Now, Trevor Chalobah feels he's been forced out of the club against his will. These are some of the news that's getting circulated around. This is coming from The Guardian. Fabrizio Romano has also stated Trevor Chalobah is really sad and disappointed. He feels he did his best in the second part of the season after returning from injury. I believe as well. I feel like late last season, when he did return back, we started to look better. Our defense was a bit better, not just purely because of him, but he was one of the contributors. And I thought some of his performances were very good. He was probably one of the standout defenders out of the defenders that we had. So sad to see that he has not been able to, keep a position at Chelsea Football Club. And yeah, it's understandable that he's sad. He wanted to make it at Chelsea Football Club. We can't blame this player for wanting to make it at Chelsea Football Club. He's dreamed, this is his boyhood club. He's pretty much grew up here and developed here. Obviously, there were some loan moves here and there, but you can't blame the player for wanting to prove people wrong. But now it's got to a point where the message is loud and clear that you need to go. The issue is, I suppose, where a lot of people are saying it's a bit of a mistreatment, is he should have been told well before the preseason started. He's been training with the first team all throughout this early stages of the preseason, only to be told just before the flying date that you're not part of the tour. Had he been told from the get-go that, look, you're not part of Chelsea Football Club at all, you're going to be training with the under 21s or whatever, find yourself a club. Had he known this information 2 weeks prior, then I think people wouldn't be saying that, oh, it's a mistreatment. Look, there would still be the odd person who'd say that it is a bit of a mistreatment, but at least people would understand that he's been given enough notice to leave. On the other hand, as I said, Chelsea have always made him feel that he's not wanted at Chelsea Football Club. So he should have been proactive. As I said, he wanted to fight for Chelsea Football Club and wanted to get a position. Not to be. West Ham and Crystal Palace are interested in Trevor Chalobah. Look, Trevor Chalobah is a decent enough defender to get a good club. I'm pretty sure he'll get, Crystal Palace and West Ham, they're very, very decent clubs. And Crystal Palace under Oliver Glasner, look out for them. I know they've lost Olise, and that's a big miss, but I think they're still going to be quite exciting to watch. So if Trevor Chalobah can find himself in that particular team, I think that might be very, very good for him. And London-based club. Obviously, West Ham is also London-based. It all depends how much we get for Trevor Chalobah. Now that it's so clear as daylight that he's not part of our plans, I hope teams out there don't shortchange us, which they will, because they know that he's not wanted. So we're not going to get that level of money for Trevor Chalobah. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are informed on the conditions of a deal for Djorde Petrovic as they work down the list of potential options for new goalkeeper. This goalkeeper thing, I mean, it does not excite me one bit. Yeah, it's one unknown goalkeeper to another unknown goalkeeper to another. We need to be serious. Yeah, every season we go into the market and we buy all of these unknown goalkeepers, and then we come back the summer window again, full circle, and we're looking for goalkeepers over and over again. So look, I wish we were serious and we just bought one serious goalkeeper, but that's not how we operate at Chelsea Football Club. I have no idea who this particular goalkeeper is. Djorde Petrovic looks like he's got the Ajax jersey on. Let me know if you think he's good. Ajax, obviously, they play out from the back. They've got the philosophy of controlling games and playing possession-based football. Hopefully, this goalkeeper has something about his distribution. Chelsea are looking to sign 2 to 3 more players, ideally by the end of this month, but there is an acceptance some business could drag into August. So 2 to 3 players, I'll tell you straight up. Don't expect any some level of caliber, some level of credibility in players that we're potentially going to get from these 2 to 3 more players that we're looking for. Don't think it's going to be any superstars. That's not what we do there. It's going to be more youngsters. It's going to be more players where we have absolutely no idea about. A lot of people will still comment, "Oh, Miz, I thought we wanted gems." Yeah, we wanted gems, not the entire squad full of gems. So look, yeah, 2 to 3 more players, but I don't have any sort of belief that they're going to be of any caliber or any ilk of quality. But let's see. Chelsea appreciation in Samu Omar, and this is probably going to be one of those 2 to 3 more players. Samu Omar remains. They could be there if the door opens to his exit. Chelsea plan to wait some days to see what happens on striker. So let's see what we do down the track. It looks like we're still going for another striker, and we really like Omar Dion. Can we do a deal with Atletico Madrid with Conor Gallagher and Omar Dion? We shall see. Atletico Madrid are linked with the striker as well, Julian Alvarez, apparently wanting out from Manchester City, and Atletico Madrid very keen to get Julian Alvarez over there. Argentine connection in Atletico Madrid. They've got a long history of Argentinian connections over there. Obviously, Diego Simeone is Argentinian. Rodrigo de Paul over there is Argentinian. So yeah, they've Aguero from a long time ago, ex Atletico Madrid player. So let's see what happens if there is any movement down the track for Omar Dion. I think Conor Gallagher, this situation could heat up. Now, let's see if there's any other latest news that's been popping off. 2 minutes ago, Fiorentina are interested in Casadei on loan. There you go. His time at Chelsea Football Club is up. It hasn't even started, and it is up. Manchester United hold a genuine interest in Chalobah. Newcastle have discussed him, and Dortmund and AC Milan are clubs to watch. There you go, Ben Jacobs. Look, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Trevor Chalobah has a lot of suitors. He's definitely going to get a football club. Now, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. I'm going to go and actually watch the match that is on right now, which is Lugano versus Fenerbahce. I just want to give you guys a bit of a heads up. I do want to create a lot more content on other clubs, and Fenerbahce is being one of them. Jose Mourinho is there, so I want to follow what he's up to. So I'm going to watch that match, and there might be a video after that. So do look out for all of that. And we shall have live streams back from tomorrow. And of course, there is the match watch along against Wrexham in the preseason. So good to see watch alongs back. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya.